What's up, family? Welcome back to FicklinTV. I'm Amber, and today we're going to be discussing my 33-week pregnancy update. So now baby weighs a little over 4 pounds and is about 17 inches long, or about the size of a head of celery. As far as symptoms go this week, I've been really hot lately. Like, I have to have a fan on, the AC blowing, and water near me at all times because I am just so hot all of the time. Another symptom I've been having is a little bit of problem with digestion. I've been feeling very full lately. I'll take a couple bites of something and then I'm done. I can't eat anymore. Also has been accompanied by gassiness or just feeling like just really tight in my stomach. So I'm eating a lot more smaller meals lately. Another uncomfortable thing that's been going on has been nausea. Now, I didn't really experience a lot of morning sickness at the beginning of my pregnancy. I haven't actually thrown up, but I have been feeling really nauseous, especially after I eat or drink dairy products. If I have milk, I will feel really queasy afterwards, so I try to limit my intake of milk. I have started nesting. I found myself becoming very anxious about things being organized and in order. Yesterday, I actually reorganized my whole linen closet, which was a disaster. I got rid of a bunch of old sheets that we don't need, towels, stuff like that, and I'm just getting really anxious about getting my house in order and things together. And I know that is a sign that we are getting closer to time, because usually once I start nesting, baby is not too far behind. Another symptom I've been having are Braxton Hicks contractions. They have kicked up quite a bit. One day, so much so that when I went to get Paris off the bus, my oldest daughter, I realized I had 2 contractions, one going and one coming back from picking her up. And it kind of made me a little nervous, because that day I'd been cleaning and just moving around all day, doing laundry and stuff like that. And I was like, oh wow, like, I've had quite a few contractions, so maybe I should like chill out and like sit down for a second and like drink some water and relax, because they were coming quite frequently. Nothing consistent, but just like a lot more than I would normally experience. So I just took the rest of the afternoon to kind of chill out as much as I could with 3 kids. And that kind of made them go away or subside. But I definitely feel them every single day if I'm moving around, or they're starting to get a little bit stronger. Not so much just tightness in my stomach anymore. It's kind of wrapping around to my back, and I'm having like a little bit of back pain with them now. So I know they're nothing serious because they're not consistent, but I am keeping an eye on it. I do remember my midwife saying if I do feel weird to go ahead and go into the birth center early, because baby could come a lot quicker due to the fact that we conceived so close to having mine. So in today's video, I wanted to discuss how to prepare your body for breastfeeding. I was actually successful in breastfeeding all 3 of my previous children up until 12 months when I decided to wean, but we could have went a lot longer than that, but we just decided that that was a time for us to stop. I've been getting a lot of questions from different moms about how do you prepare yourself for breastfeeding? What do I need to do to get ready for it? And it's crazy because your body actually does everything for you. Your breasts are enlarged during pregnancy, your milk ducts are expanding, so it's actually preparing itself for you. So there's really no need for any type of creams or nipple stimulation or toughening the nipples up for breastfeeding. There's no need to do any of that before baby actually gets here. It's so funny because I actually was still breastfeeding my son when I got pregnant this time around. So I don't think my milk ever really dried up. It has changed. It's no longer a white milky substance coming out. It's more so like colostrum. And before, I never received colostrum during pregnancy. I got it as soon as baby was born. And that's just like clear, sticky substance that comes out and will feed the baby until your milk comes into your breast after your baby is born. So I've actually have colostrum in my breast right now, geared up, ready for this new baby to get here. So that's pretty cool. So I am going to give you 3 tips to help you prepare for breastfeeding that are actually practical. Tip number 1 is to include into your birth plan or communicate with your nurses and doctor who would have baby that you do not want your baby to receive any artificial nipples, any formula, or pacifiers without it being medically necessary after birth. You want to cut down the chances of baby having any type of nipple confusion, and truth be told, breastfeeding doesn't come naturally to every single mama and every single baby. Sometimes babies have a hard time latching on. Sometimes moms have a difficult time, especially if they've had a difficult delivery, getting in the right positions for breastfeeding. So you want to cut down the chances of your baby being confused with different types of nipples, and introducing pacifiers and other type of artificial nipples later on in baby's life can actually increase your chances of having a successful breastfeeding journey. Tip number 2 is to educate yourself. Go to different websites. One of my favorite websites is kellymom.com. There she gives you tons and tons and tons of breastfeeding information, breastfeeding support groups to help you establish and learn everything you need to know about nursing your baby, your infant, your toddler, your newborn. It's a wealth of information. It's just something I still use to this day because sometimes breastfeeding is different with every single baby. So definitely go to that website, check it out. Another one is the La Leche League. Now, they have La Leche Leagues in every city, everywhere. So try to find one in your area, to find a lactation consultant or someone that can help assist you in learning about breastfeeding. Another great thing to do is to also find out if your hospital has a lactation consultant on staff. See if she's able to come, he or she is able to come to your room after your baby is born and help assist you in latching on, or give you other tips and positions and techniques that you can use. And they can actually give you hands-on assistance in the hospital to help you on your breastfeeding journey. I know that I had a lactation consultant come to my room during my first 2 births, and it was just great to have someone there that supported me. Everything was going fine. We actually didn't have any tongue ties or any problems, but just to have her in the room to say you're doing great, you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing, and that support system actually carried me a long way. My third and final tip is to breastfeed or have skin to skin as soon as possible after delivery. Most medical procedures can be delayed as long as they aren't urgent until after this very, very important first step. Having that baby's skin on your skin doesn't only increase your chances of breastfeeding, but it releases oxytocin in your body. It helps to stabilize the baby's temperature, and it just helps to create and seal that bond between mommy and baby that's very much needed as soon as he or she is born. Go ahead and breastfeed right then. Everything else can wait. Take an hour to just devote to staring at your little one, loving on them, letting them look at you, and just taking them all in can help to create a very successful breastfeeding journey from the beginning. So those are some of my tips for helping to prepare your body for breastfeeding. In the comment section below, drop some things that help you to prepare your body and your mind for breastfeeding. Also, let me know if you were successful in breastfeeding your babies. What sort of things do you think you could have done differently to change that or to make it better? So without further ado, I'm going to jump right into my belly shot. So here's what my belly looks like from the front with clothes on, from the side. Here's the back. The other side, here is my belly from the front with clothes off. Here's the side, the back. Here's the other side, and the front again. So as always, I want to say thank you so much for joining me on today's video. If you aren't already, please go ahead and subscribe. I'd love for you to join me on this journey, and tap the bell next to the subscribe button so that you can be notified every single time I post an update. I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.